No reason to stay.
Yep.
Tristana is still like pretty far away. It feels like you're not tracking much. You're not tracking any AD carry. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Like 10 seconds,
So,
Tristana is here.
when you die, what's the time to get to lane? Because it's faster when you die, right?
It's around 25 seconds.
I thought it gives you more home guard. Yeah, I thought the difference is like when you die, you get it all the way to your outer tower, but when you recall, it's to your inner tower.
Yeah, so when you,
Something like that.
if you just recall, it's around 27, 28 seconds. And when you die, it gets towards 25, 26. So when I say 25, I already just approximated no matter what. So it's just a baseline a template that you can, use no matter what. Happens for a reason. Okay, let's see. Wait a second. What did you buy here? What did you buy?
I do not remember. I think I'm buying like I would buy on Vayne, because on Vayne I try to prioritize getting attack damage more than anything early on, because like Q multiplier and everything. But you're right, Ashe should be movement speed and attack speed.
So what should you buy here?
Boots and dagger, or boots and maybe longsword is fine.
Wait, you going Yundal or what do you build?
Kraken Slayer, I think.
Why do you go Kraken Slayer here?
Malphite, Warwick. Yeah.
Okay, so isn't Yundal good into that?
Isn't the whole point of Kraken Slayer is the extra damage on third hit for like high HP, right? Why would
Yeah,
Yuntal
but
be better?
if you get Yuntal with Infinity each second, you're still going to get a pretty good damage with your Q and attack speed on tanks too.
Okay.
So you just
So what's the advantage of Yuntal over Kraken Slayer? What makes that a better item? And when is it better? And when would you go Kraken?
it's usually better for lane if you can afford the components of Yuntal. It's just more damage and you can play around your W. But usually it just depends on your base timings. Like now you have 6k gold, you can go Yuntal because you afford BF.
Okay, so like BF Sword and Dagger then?
Yeah, but realistically speaking, if you want to play with Berserkers and you want to play Kraken, it should be Berserkers. Because you get attack speed and movement speed, and that's what you need. You play with the Bard, so you're not looking to win the lane, hit them, or do anything crazy. So you want to buy an item that will actually help you to survive, farm, and push. That's it. You don't need to kill them, you don't need to have, I'm gonna have damage. No, you don't really need damage. You just utility bot with ultimate, don't die, and Berserker boots in this specific situation might help you better to achieve that.
Okay, makes sense.
So that's it, but definitely what you bought is probably the worst ever. Like, if you want to buy attack speed, well, first of all, if you are looking to hit them a lot, then you should buy this, because it gives you attack speed and it's really good, and then you buy double longsword, for example. So you can have damage, AD, and attack speed, because Ashe benefits from both. The W scales with AD, so if you buy damage, your W does more damage, and if you buy attack speed, you can kite them better. So it's good to make a combination between these two. If you are having, like, it all depends on your support.
Right.
If you have, let's say, Braum, like let's say you play Ashe with Braum. Well, with Braum, you auto attack. Why? Because he's Braum and he has a passive. Okay, so then I'm gonna get this because it gives me attack speed and damage, and I'm gonna get double longsword, so I can have damage and attack speed. So I can have a very strong all-in. But if I'm playing with, for example, a Zerat, I can consider getting damage for my W. Why? Because Zerat is poking, and I want to poke as well, because I'm Ashe, and I want to, have the same goal with my support. Okay, so what am I going to buy? Well, I'm probably going to buy this one, which gives me 80, and a longsword, maybe a potion. Like, just I'm going to focus on AD. If I don't know, and I have like this super useless Yumi Bard, like useless support style, and you just want to survive, you can just get boots. And you just have movement speed, attack speed, and you can just, play safe. But this buy that you made here is just, it's like damage for W, but You're never gonna be in a position where you can really kill them by poking them. And then she troll. Yeah, they're very, 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 like, I don't know, super chaotic, super random, super like last time Silas all-in, the guy didn't communicate with Tristana. This time Tristana all-in, Silas is not here. Very interesting. Oh my god, this part is also so bad. He flash queued and not Q flash. Holy shit. Interesting, okay. Good kill. See what you're gonna do.
Crash wave, and don't... What do I even do here? Just wait, I guess.
You could recall, it's free. Are you an AD carry main who feels like no matter how well you play, win the lane, make good decisions, play mechanically well most of the times, but you still have no real impact? You crush it one day, win 5 games in a row and feel unstoppable, but the next day you lose every single game and start doubting yourself. Am I even a good AD carry? What can I do if enemy top lane and mid lane are so fed? Imagine a world where you never let a lead slip away. You know exactly how to push your advantage, exactly when to rotate at the right time, and how to control objectives so you can snowball the game. A world where as AD carry you don't feel forced to make risky plays and you don't drop your lead. But you don't have to imagine it, you can make it a reality. This is Martin. He was grinding games, watching guides and trying his best, but none of it seemed to work. The problem? He was focusing on the wrong things. You don't improve just by playing more games, you improve by fixing the small mistakes that cost you wins. And that's a problem that most AD carry face. From Platinum 3 to Diamond in 2 months. Billy found himself making the same mistakes over and over again, engaging at the wrong time, or mispositioning in teamfights, dying for no reason, and he even knew some of the mistakes, but he didn't know how to fix it. He would find himself guessing what to do next, unsure whether to push, rotate, or fight, while feeling completely lost in the mid-game. Now, he knows exactly what to do at every stage of the game, and his results speak for themselves. Silver to Emerald in a month. Shaquille went from Diamond 4 to Challenger. Alex went from Gold to Grandmaster, and they are not alone. They are part of a growing community of over 3,254 players who have taken coaching and transformed their gameplay. But here is the truth. This was not overnight, and it was not effortless. Shaquille spent 2 years grinding to reach Challenger, not by playing more, but by playing smarter. Alex dedicated 26 months refining his skills and climbing to Grandmaster once he started focusing on what actually matters. So no, this is not a one session and you'll climb instantly, promise. If you're looking for that, if you're looking for a shortcut, this isn't it. But if you're willing to put in the time, willing to put in the effort, apply the right mindset and focus on the details that actually matter, this is the proof that coaching actually works. You're closer to being a great AD carry than you think. Most players just need to uncover what's actually holding them back. That's it. You could keep grinding, watching random guides and hoping for progress, but how much time will you waste before realizing something is missing? You could finally find the real mistakes that have been keeping you stuck and start making real progress. You have already put in the effort. Now let's make sure it pays off. Book your coaching session now at bizaz.com.
Yeah, spend 500 gold, get some more components then.
Yeah, because you just kill the Triss and it's just free.
Right.
Like no need to stay here. You just take this, you push. I mean, I would recall second brush after this, but realistically speaking, like we see that second brush is worth it here. So you can go third brush, and if you don't want a third brush, you can just go here. But third brush should be safe, judging that you crushed the wave and Silas doesn't really have more vision than this. So now you can just recall right there, right here. No reason to stay.
Yep.
Tristana is still like pretty far away. It feels like you're not tracking much. You're not tracking any AD carry. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Like 10 seconds. So Tristana is here.
When you die, what's the time to get to lane? Because it's faster when you die, right?
It's around 25 seconds.
I thought it gives you more home guard.
Yeah, well, usually with the home guard of... So do you know the difference between home guard when you recall and home guard when you die?
Yeah, I thought the difference is like when you die, you get it all the way to your outer tower, but when you recall, it's to your inner tower.
Yeah, so if you just recall, it's around 27, 28 seconds, and when you die, it gets towards 25, 26. Okay. So when I say 25, I already just approximated no matter what. So it's just a baseline, a template that you can, use no matter what. Obviously, this timer is influenced by boots, based by, Zeri can use E there. If it's a Zeri, Ezra can E towards the lane and could Q the Gromp here to reduce the cooldown of the E, so he can use to E 2 times. Like, there are boots. Do they have boots? Do they not have boots? Do they have Nami? So they, the Nami or the Karma speeds up the AD. So many things that can influence, but if you use the 25 seconds rule, you should usually be just fine.
Okay.
But yeah, here is just a free recall. I mean, I don't really mind it that much. You didn't recall because you're still up on, like, high on resources, HP and mana, and 500 gold is not a massive, amount. It's just, you told me that you're playing with this team and they are Diamond 2 on bot lane. You told me that you need to play top. Yeah, then do it. The grabs are up in 2 seconds. Bard wants to be top lane. Viego wants to be top. We want to be top lane. Okay, so where should I be as AD carry when I'm on weak side? In base. Ideally. Yep. Ideally, if I can, not always, you can't always do that, but ideally do that. And staying in the lane phase just gives them a chance to go on you, to poke you, to jump on you. We don't want to give them that. Crazy. They're so bad, these guys. What? This is like Iron NA.
So here, like, Salas should have gone in, is that?
Yeah. Well, what do you think? You think he should play safe here? You think he should just back half? Like, yeah. I mean, he saw Bard mid. You see the Bard mid here? Like, Azir saw the Bard mid. Look, he's just passing through mid right there.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, they can dive here, and it's really hard to play. It'd be a lot better to just come from base. Yeah, I don't know if you can have any counterplay here, but let's see how you played it. Because you went to the river, which is really weird. Because, like, if Bard is roaming, these people are gonna push and take the tower. So then why would we go towards the river, right?
Right.
And you're also trading. When you're weak siding, you should avoid trading with all cost. Okay. Like, why would we trade? So 1 versus 2.
Yeah, there's no point.
Right? Like, no matter what trade you're doing is bad because you're gonna be diveable, because there are 2 people that can. Okay, you can do 600 damage to Tristana and she does 200. It's still a bad trade because you're gonna be more diveable than you are at, like, full HP.
Right.
So yeah, this is and now you backed off, then you're like, okay, I'm gonna walk up, but there is nothing you can do. They flashed. Oh, the Silas is very trash. He can literally just press ult.
Right, so at this point, like, once I should just run. There's no reason to step up at all.
Yeah, but this is just already like how you manage your wave and how you play weak side is like, yeah, not much you can do already since you messed up so hard at the game.
But over there, if I just left, that's still good. Even if I give them whatever plates they would get, they would get like 2 or 3 plates.
You're fine. It's just you shouldn't be in this situation. You shouldn't be in this situation if you play it better early game. Like with your recalls, just being low mana, you're not doing anything. You're literally like, wave is coming into you. It's so good for you, but you're like trying to kill them when you have low mana. Like, there's so many like basic mistakes that you're making.
So even if I played that early game better, that's like an extra maybe 500 gold or so. I don't think it would be that much more. So even if I had an extra 500 gold, I don't think I can win this.
It's not really about the gold. It's not really about the gold, because if you get your recalls better, Tristana will never be in a position where she can do this. Bard can always be with you. It's much different. Because if you recall better at level 1, that means Bard has a different tempo on the game. The fact that you extended this lane and Bard had to stay with you, it changes all the outcome of the game. It's not only about the goal, it's about the tempo and the time. Because look, if you recall here, like here, if you recall here, then Bart can just go mid right now, and then he's gonna recall.
Right.
And then when you're gonna be back in the lane phase, wave is into your tower, you can farm it, and then Bard can come back to the lane. You can create roams and create tempo plays for Bard. But because you stay in the lane, it's hard for Bard to leave, because if he leaves, you're dead. You see this? Look at this.
Right.
You didn't recall, you already influenced the whole map. Lux is low. I would suppose Azir is also low. Maybe this was a kill on Azir, or at least a flash. So you can create better situations if you play it better.
Sure.
That's the problem. And it's like,
yeah, so
you're making like basic mistakes that are so easy to fix. It's like, here, just don't trade your 1v2. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what you need to fix. It's like, oh, but I shouldn't leave anyways. It's like, well, just fix the first mistake and don't trade. Because if you don't trade first, with full HP, they're not actually gonna dive you. Because if they dive you, you flash the Ashe ult or you flash the Sylas E. With full HP, it's very outplayable with Baron and flash up. So that's why it makes a difference. Because you make one mistake, because of that mistake, it just snowballs into things that, you know, shouldn't really happen in the game. Like imagine if you're into the tower here. But it couldn't be because you took the trade.
Makes sense.
So what is your goal right now? You're going to play with this team, or you're going to play SoloQ? What is the plan?
I'm basically playing one match a week with this team against other teams.
Okay.
Where we talked about this game afterwards, but basically we kind of decided it makes more sense for support to play like an engaged champ, and for me to play someone who can actually like hyper carry the game if I get fed.
Okay.
So like that's the reason I'm practicing Kai'Sa, like Kai'Sa, Jinx, Smolder maybe, but like Smolder is very sad in lane. But,
okay.
You know, yeah.
So what's your goal with this team? You're gonna play for comp, or are you gonna play for SoloQ? What is the plan?
We have basically weekly matches against other teams in our in the university. It's not like for any real reward or anything.
Okay. You're looking to improve in SoloQ, your rank or anything, or what is your overall goal?
Overall, yeah, I still want to step up in rank, but for now I'm not super focused on it. I want to primarily see in this team what I can do.
Okay. Okay. So the goal is improving on Kai'Sa and improving as a player?
Yeah, I think so. And maybe like ADC in general, because I feel like I've put so much time into Vayne, and Vayne is really fun, but it kind of makes sense. I think the best way to think about it is mechanically, I think my Vayne is better than Plat, but fundamentally my ADC is worse than Plat. So it averages out and I am Plat, and it's not great. You know what I mean?
Yeah, interesting.
It's I'm carried by mechanics, but I'm not like you're saying here, taking 1v2 fights and stuff like that. That just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Fundamentally, it makes zero sense. But I get away with it on Vayne because Vayne duelist with ult and Q invis, you can kind of outplay stuff.
Okay, let's see this one right here. I see. I think you should have more structure with your champion pool, because you play here you played Ashe. I guess you play Kai'Sa and Vayne, right?
Yeah.
And do you pick AD carry in the first 3 usually in the comp?
Yeah, I think so. I don't really care too much about counter picks.
Okay, then I think Vayne Kai'Sa should be good, but yeah, it's not a very good... I guess Kai'Sa is fine. I guess it's fine for blind pick in the first 3 as long as you have some sort of engage. In your elo, it should be fine. Vayne is definitely
not so good. What other champs do you think would make good sense to learn?
Well, anything that is more flexible in the draft and doesn't force you to play one playstyle. Kai'Sa is fine in this meta because she has a lot of builds. It's not just I'm gonna have to have some engage. No, you can play AP build, you can play hybrid build. You don't have to be forced to, play a specific comp with Kai'Sa. So, yeah, if you wanna play Kai'Sa, It's fine. I mean, it's low elo anyways, playing against bad players. As you can see, they make so many random... Like, this draft doesn't make any sense. Of you guys, probably enemy team doesn't know what they're doing, so you can get away with Kai'Sa. Obviously, there are champions that are more rewarding in general if the enemy will know what they're doing. Like, anything. Varus is crazy good. Ezreal is crazy good. Corki is crazy good. Azaya, in a case where they have a lot of melees, is crazy good. You know, Miss Fortune, even Blind, crazy good. Jinx, crazy good. Like, there are so many champs that can work, but honestly, if you enjoy Kai'Sa, man, just play Kai'Sa. She's really fun. She's good in the meta, so no need to overcomplicate things. I don't know if they're gonna ban it though. That's the thing.
Yeah, so I'm trying to think, like, you know, Vayne, if they leave it open and just insta-locking, Kai'Sa is second, what would be like the right third, you know, just to be super safe?
To be super safe?
Getting like Jinx? No, no, as in like to have a good pool, or a puddle at least.
I wouldn't do Jinx. I would do something that is more flexible, because you're already, like, Vayne is like, they're gonna counterpick you, and you're not gonna feel good, even though you're good on Vayne. Kai'Sa, same thing, is like, if they pick like Caitlyn, or, you know, it's gonna feel hard to play Kog'Maw AP against Kai'Sa. Like, there are a lot of picks that can screw up Kai'Sa, so if you want a third option that will kind of balance out your pool, it has to be something that is blind pickable. So Varus is by far the best. Ezreal, I don't think you can play Ezreal very well, because you put a lot of time into Vayne, so I think you're very good on Vayne mechanically with attacks, but I wouldn't say that, judging on your KDAs and experience of the game, Ezreal is going to be a good champ for you, so maybe not Ezreal. I think Xayah is very, very good. They're most likely going to pick melee champions, and if they do, Xayah is crazy good. But probably Varus is the best for you, I think. Jhin could also be good, yeah. Jhin or Varus, yeah. But Varus is probably a little bit better, and if you want to try Xayah, Xayah can also work very well. It's just what you enjoy the most out of this. But yeah, Jhin, Varus, Xayah, I would say is the sweet spot for you. When you ult on Ashe, you need to... Oh, any question about that? About the pool?
Oh, no questions, yeah.
When you ulti on this champ, it just has to be a little bit more thought about, you know? Because if you ulti like this, she has W, obviously, but even if she doesn't W, how is Bard gonna do anything? Because Bard can only ult and then Q, but then there is no wall. So he's not gonna...
There's nothing to do with this R.
Yeah. If you do it on Sylas, it's better. Because if you do it on Trist, it's like, okay, let's say you ult, and then let's say Bard ults, and let's say he hits the stun, but in between, she might just be able to buffer her W. But Sylas only has the E dash, which is this range, so if you hit it on you shouldn't, like, you should only ult when we know we're gonna get a kill, but if you wanna do this kind of things, at least do it on Sylas.
Okay, makes sense.
It's much better. Goodie, play safe, you're not going too deep, it's great. So what do you play for right now?
Dragon is up in 40, so if I want to recall, it should be like literally right now.
Why would you recall?
I have 900 gold.
And?
Ooh, kinda low mana.
Okay, but how is 900 gold good or bad?
I think it gets me... I don't know, does it get me the final... What's it called? Kraken Slayer? I think it does, right?
That's the thing, right? If you're close to the Kraken Slayer, then it should be a more important objective than the Drake. Because your jungle is not anywhere close to the Drake. And we don't know if he wants to do it in the next 30 seconds, in the next 90 seconds, or in the next 180 seconds. So then the goal and the objective would be, yeah, to just play for your power spec. Unless he told you that we should be playing for Drake, which, yeah, I don't think he did, because he's silver, so he's probably not a leader in the game.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay, so regardless of Dragon State, I should be trying to recall it like 900 gold or something.
When you have the Kraken Slayer, unless your jungle says, let's say, guys, we're gonna play for Drake and I need to set up the wave, but now it's 40 seconds Drake, so you have lots of time to think about what you want to do.
Makes sense.
But yeah, so if your jungle doesn't really ping you, or he's not already starting the Drake or committing for it, then I would play for myself. I would play selfish. I would say, okay, I have Kraken Slayer, I'm gonna play for that. If in the meantime my jungle is starting the Drake, and then I push the wave, I adapt my gameplay, I help him. But if he doesn't say anything, and I'm just happy to get my Klingon Slayer. Even if that means we're not going to get Drake. So that's what you should be playing for. And as you can see, you had it.
Yeah.
Right. 750. So you should have recalled a while ago.